Hi, I'm Andrew Wasson. Welcome to the July 17th, 2016 GuitarBlog episode. It's going to be on country guitar scale and key center concepts. In this lesson, we're going to look at differences between major and minor tonality. We're going to have some blues concepts in there, some modal ideas. We're going to focus on, of course, the style of country guitar with this. In part one, we're going to be looking at the major side of things. We're going to study a basic major key center lead part as well as melody and chord progression information that's going to operate within more of the major sound, but we're also going to include some interesting ideas around Mixolydian as well. Over in part two, we're going to head to the world of minor tonality, where we're going to apply sounds of the natural minor key center alongside of the blues tonality. So, even if you're not a huge fan of country music, I still think that you're going to get a lot of good ideas from this GuitarBlog episode this time around. So we're not going to waste any more time. We'll zoom in on the neck and get things started. All right, so this is going to be a major key application. It's kind of a country rock feel, and you want to think, in terms of country guitar phrasing. It can be split fairly evenly across both major and minor tonality, but we want to look at the major tonality first. I think it's a very common one in this style, and in example one here, this harmony is moving over major triads in the key of A major. It's basically a 5-4-1 chord progression in the key, so that means we're going to have E major down to D, and then into the one chord of A. So it's just 5, 4, 1. So a very straightforward chord progression. The example targets a lot of the major thirds with G sharp starting off on that 5 chord. And then you can hear it come off that G sharp there at 13th fret. We get also an A against a B, so a little bit of a bleed over tone there that's helping us bring in the next chord, which is D major. On that chord, we're going to focus a little bit more heading into our F sharp. We'll have the D root come in below there on the 12th fret, 4th string. And then when we move along and back into the root, the C sharp is going to be really important. It's a kind of a stream of triplets, though, that we're running through there. The C sharp's really predominant because at the end, it's a very similar idea with the chord tones as what we had on the D. It's the major third, in this case C sharp on the A there, and then the A root on the 7th fret of the 4th string. So altogether we get this. And one thing I should mention is on this lick, we're going to be starting on the upbeat of 1. So as you count in, go like this: 3, 4, 1. And then to the next part. Trying to get a bit of bleed over there. Okay, here it is a little bit more up to tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And I'll do it one more time with the loop pedal. The loop pedal are playing the chord changes in the background, and they're just kind of rapidly moving along from an E. I believe I went in through open position E there. And then on the middle of the neck, I took the E and D again. And then into the bar chord style A in the middle of the neck. So altogether, that riff with the chord changes goes like this. All right, so that's in the loop pedal. I'll fire that up and play the lick one more time here for you. If you want to learn the modes and get a really good understanding for how they can be used musically to write songs, play a solo, or compose melody lines, then you're in luck. My ebook, Using the Major Scale Modes, is a comprehensive manuscript outlining exactly how modes are used in respect to harmony and to compose or improvise melodic ideas. Over 50 pages of scale patterns, example progressions, and music theory all come together to create a comprehensive method on how to use the modes that's easy to understand. Using the Major Scale Modes is available for instant download in the View Our Products area at creativeguitarstudio.com. right, what we're going to do next is take a look at this fast set of chord changes that's got an E Mixolydian feel to it. Even though we do find a lot of country phrases formatted in basic major harmony, we'll also notice a good deal of them are in Mixolydian mode. Now the fifth mode of A major gives us E Mixolydian. So in example 2, the progression is going to change its focal point from resolving with a movement across A major's 4 chord to the tonic and into the 5 chord. It's going to be a little bit different feel. Basically the changes are going to go like this. We'll have a D chord into the tonic, and then we'll head over to the 5 chord. So it seems like the E takes on this effect of behaving more like the root of the progression. Now the lick that I have here is kind of interesting. It's going to connect fairly directly to A. Of course it is in A major's key signature, but since the E is the focal tone with the resolution, it's going to be kind of completely ambiguous overall of how this thing is set up. Now what the lick does though is we have 2 double pull-offs starting there at 11th fret, so 11, 9, and 7, and then it drops down on 4th string doing the exact same thing, 11, 9, 7, and then we have this hammer on the 5th string going 10, 11, coming around into the 9th fret of the 4th string, and then there's a bend on the 5th string 9th fret to resolve into that E. So again, very triplet oriented as well. It's kind of an interesting feel to the way it all comes together there. So one more time. So it happens fairly quickly there. I'm going to throw the loop pedal on for you again, and you can mess around with this one here. It goes like this. Well, thanks for watching part 1 of the lesson. Be sure to sign up at creativeguitarstudio.com to watch part 2, where we're going to be covering minor country key centers, and you're going to be able to download the handout for this lesson in the members area. So I'll catch up with you over at creativeguitarstudio.com for part 2 of the lesson. Well, thanks for watching part 1 of the lesson plan. Be sure to sign up at creativeguitarstudio.com, where monthly and annual members will be able to watch part 2 and download the handout and any other associated material in the members area. Single Finger Chords is a jam track-based technique development course designed to improve a guitar player's fingerboard hand dexterity. There's 12 examples and 24 MP3 audio exercises that'll help strengthen the fretting hand's bar technique. You can use any one of your fretting hand fingers to run through the studies, or you can mix and match fingers to build even greater dexterity. The course also includes a 26-minute online video lesson. Single Finger Chords is available for instant download in the View Our Products area at creativeguitarstudio.com.